cricket, lovely cricket. At last where I saw it. Cricket, lovely cricket. At last where I saw it.
What a day it was. You know, I really don't know where to begin today. I mean, it had everything, didn't it? It was a wonderful test match. New Zealand won, and I think quite rightly so too. They were the better side. They outplayed India in the end. There wasn't that much in it. It wasn't as big a victory as 8 wickets makes it sound. But nonetheless, New Zealand had the winning of the match all along, and they went in the end to victory through the experience of the two old soldiers, Ross Taylor and Kane Williamson, and with a bit of luck, of course, but it was a sort of pitch on which you needed a bit of luck. I don't really know where to start. I mean, Kyle Jameson was the great hero of the match for me. And I mean, the way in which he started it all off yesterday morning, having Kohli caught behind, we reached for one. He's got a hold over Kohli, hasn't he, Jameson? And then he got Pujara in his next over. I mean, that really started it all. And then after lunch, Southee, I mean, he was absolutely terrific. All the bowlers were good. And I mean, perhaps the greatest moment of all was that catch of Nichols running back from gully, that sky over his shoulder. That was an absolutely astonishing catch. And I bet he wouldn't have held it more than about once in 10 times. It was extraordinary. I really don't think I've seen such a difficult boundary catch, a catch in the deep of a skyer in such difficult circumstances. Well, India at the end of it said a World Championship Test cricket final should be played over 3 matches. Kohli said that's fair enough. Kohli, I think, is a great supporter of Test cricket, and of course these 6 days, in spite of the 2 lost to rain, have shown that Test cricket has a tremendous future. It's the best form of the game. It's the purest form of the game, and when it produces cricket like that goes down to the wire, as that one did, well, you really can't argue with it, can you? I don't know quite who one really marks out. I mean, Kohli played a wonderful innings in the first innings for India, didn't he? Williamson made 49 very slowly in the first innings, but assured New Zealand of a lead. Southee's 31 at the end, or 30 at the end, made sure that lead went to 32, which was significant in the circumstances. And then Jameson, you see, Jameson's 21. He's hit the ball murderously hard, didn't he, in that first innings, and really sort of made Williamson change gear himself. Terrific, the influence of the batsman at the other end. And the fielding was good. The catching, Southee, actually, such a wonderful slip fielder, did drop 2 yesterday. And of course, India had Pujara, it was, who put a slip catch down, didn't he, Taylor, at a vital stage. And then, of course, perhaps the most important incident was when Williamson in the second innings yesterday was only 1, when he was given out LBW by Michael Goff to Ashwin, and it did look out, didn't it? And the DRS revealed the ball was missing the leg stump. And it is the virtue of DRS, isn't it? It does get the decision right. And after that, they just went on, and Williamson, in the end, played some wonderful strokes, didn't he? Threw the covers off the quick bowlers, off Jasprit Bumrah in particular, and it was and off Sammy, and Sammy was the best of the Indian bowlers. And I thought the whole thing was just terrific. And didn't it really, I mean, New Zealand deserved it so much when you think that they lost in the final, well, it is in the World Cup final 2 years ago, in that extraordinary freak, 4 overthrows when the ball came off Ben Stokes' bat. And, I mean, they had every right to feel they were not exactly cheated out of it, but that it was... it was right to the cruelest of blows, but this has really put that right. And the New Zealand at home and the New Zealand cricketers won't be worrying about the World Cup final now. Goodness me, they are the best test team in the world, and I think all the players in their side will be very pleased that they are the best test team in the world, because the players do, I know, believe that test cricket is the gold standard. I know I banged on about this a bit, over the last few days, but I think it is very important that Test cricket keeps its place at the head of the game. It's a very important form of the game, and as long as it prospers, the technique of cricket will prosper too. So, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I don't really know what to say anymore. It was so terrific. And let's hope now, I think there can be no doubt whatever, that a World Test Championship every 2 or 3 years will become an absolute certainty, because the evidence of this game was incomparable, wasn't it? I mean, there it is. You can't deny it. And that was a great success for everyone, and well done the International Cricket Council for organising it. They don't get everything right, but they certainly got that right. Well done them. And goodness me, wasn't it good thinking having an extra 6th day too? So wonderful. New Zealand, the World Test Champions, deservedly so. And wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Cricket, lovely cricket. At last where I saw it. Cricket, lovely cricket. At last where I saw it. Yardley tried his best,